Morning, folks. How we doing today? We're in Alabama. We're in LA. We're in LA, Lower Alabama. Yeah, adjust this a little bit for you. There you go. We're in LA. We're in Lower Alabama. Yeah, on our way to Florida. Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. Went home, enjoyed a couple days at home for once. Been a lot. I've been gone a lot this year, mainly because of the convoy stuff. Man, wasn't around hardly at all this year. Just had a couple days here and there. When I came back off the convoy, went home. When the convoy's out in California, I came home and ran Arkansas to Dallas back and forth. And I got home every couple of nights there or something like that. But other than that, pretty much been gone. And it's bright out today. It's kind of squinting, ain't I? Yeah, it's bright. Big morning sun. We are running off of morning, folks. Morning. We're running off of the speaker on the phone right now, and the truck is idling. You hear the ambient noise. Okay. And I got this thing now. Got the wireless mic stuff. What I can do real quick is unplug you here. Okay, listen to the noise. The truck's just idling right now. Actually, I need to idle it up. Okay, the truck is just idling right now. Okay, I'm gonna plug this in. Clip that on, and it should be working here shortly. Close that. All right, we're down to one mic. What's the ambient noise sound like now compared to earlier? Is it better or worse or about the same? I don't know. I got to sit there and get a little bit in. Sounds good. It's better. Okay. I'll move this up just a little bit higher. That about right there. Don't have the wind muff on. Probably don't really need the wind muff because I'm not going to be out in the wind. I'll put it on just so you'll see what it's like. Sounds much better. Very good. Very good. There we go. We got the green light, no red light. Good. All right. So we should be good there. Now, as I drive down the road, I'm going to be sitting there talking and everything. And somewhere down the line, let me know, and I'm going to unplug all this and plug it in just the regular mics on the phone, and you'll be able to tell the difference. Does it sound better with this new mic? Which I sure hope it did, because $350 is not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So there we are. So much better. Okay, very good. So you can't hear the cab noise very much at all. I mean, okay. Now, some people are not going to like that, because there's some people like to hear the engine noise. Driving down the road and just hear that engine rumble. They don't want to listen to me. They want to listen to the truck. The truck has more sense, probably. Somebody, Bam Bam, sent a message here a little bit ago. Where's it at? There we go. Lower by 60%. Better. Okay, very good. Bam Bam, do you think you'll make Wildwood today, going to bring yours to our computer? Yeah, I should be there sometime this afternoon. I'm not sure exactly when. As I get closer, I'm going to stop in Ocala and get fuel. As I get closer, I'll give her a call and let her know the meeting times and all that kind of stuff. So, let's see here. I'm just looking up stuff, checking my emails and stuff like that. I gotta wait. I've already got out and walked around, checked the truck out and everything, but I'm doing I'm doing my inspection right now. You see the stupidity of the logbook? I'm sitting here talking to you guys, but on this thing, I'm doing my inspection. So there we are. Still got about 5 more minutes I got to sit here doing my inspection, which I've already done. I walked around the truck already. It's just, you know, the absurdity of the whole thing, you know. It's just ridiculous. I get tired of it. Get tired of putting up with the oh, well, let me tell you what happened yesterday. Are you hauling that Mayflower trailer? Am I hauling the Mayflower trailer? Yes, that's what I have on right now. Just did my inspection too. Let me tell you what I did yesterday, or what happened to me yesterday. The evil outlaw killer truck driver that I am. I left Dallas yesterday. About noon, I guess, something like that. Left Dallas around noon and headed across Interstate 20 toward Louisiana. And here we go again, Louisiana cops. Just love them. I pulled in the scale house there at Shreveport, and they just opened them up, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I pulled off the ramp. There's nobody in there, nobody in line, nobody on the scale. I looked behind me, about 4 or 5 trucks were right behind me pulling into the scale. And so I think they just opened up. But I pulled off the ramp, and I was actually on the phone with Big Mike. You know, Big Mike. And not Mike Landis, Big Mike. Okay. Anyway, I'm on the phone with him, driving, I take the off ramp, and I slowed down, and I said, hold on, I got to go through a scale here. I didn't want him chatting in my ear, you know. So, oh, hold on, just a second. Got to go through the scale, be quiet. Oh, okay. So I come up there and I roll across the scale about 5 miles an hour. I go across the scale, and actually the truck was off of the scale, and I can still see the sign, and all of a sudden it says stop. Oh man, okay, so I stop. I'm like, what? You know. Well, when I pulled off the ramp and I'm coming up to the building, as you know, here's the building, and I'm back here, and as I come around to clear the building, you can see out front, you can see the sign, the information sign, what the cop inside is telling you to do, you know, pull over or continue on or stop or whatever, you know. And the sign read, from the previous truck probably, but their sign read continue on or go or proceed to highway or something like that, whatever. It's telling you to go on down the road. So I'm just going to roll across the scale and just continue on down the road, you know. So I come up to the scale and I roll across it. I get it on the scale, and I'm actually rolling off the scale. I've got the steer axle and probably the tractor axles are off the scale already, and the sign changes to stop. Oh, so I come to a stop. I'm like, oh shit, what, you know? And I'm sitting there looking. Of course, I look in the mirror. My trailer's on the scale, but not the tractor. All the steer axle and the drive axles are off the truck, off the scale. And I'm like, well, what do I do, you know? I'm looking at the sign, and it says back up. I look behind me, and you can see the truck behind me is not on the scale yet, and you can see shadows and things like that. So I knew there was nobody behind me, and he said back up. He can see from his angle, he can see that there's nobody behind me, so otherwise he wouldn't have told me to back up. And I back up, and I get back onto the scale. I get completely on the scale, and I don't weigh that much. I mean, I'm probably weighing maybe 65,000 gross, you know, and I go up to 80. You know, I'm not even close on weight, but he has me backing up and sit on the scale for, it seems like a long time. It's probably about 10 seconds, but it seemed like a minute. And so he Then the light changes. Report. It says report, which means pull off to the side and report inside the building. So I did that. And I gathered my stuff up. I gathered my permit book and my bill of lading and all that, and I walk inside the truck. Or inside the building. I go get in the building. And as I walk down the side of the truck, I got to walk to the... Here's the truck. I walk to the back of the truck and I turn and head toward the building. And here comes the cop car. There's one cop car, and that's all that's in there. It's not like they're doing big inspections or anything like that. And he pulls me in, and he had gotten out of the building, went over and got in his car and pulled his car up there to do an inspection on me. Great. And as he pulls up, he has the window down, and he says, "You in a hurry?" No. I don't know what he's talking about. "You in a hurry?" I'm like, "No." "You driving across my soul awful damn fast." And right then, you just want to say, it ain't your scale. It's the state of Louisiana scale, they just get this, I don't know. 90% of the cops out there are really good people, okay? But there's that 10%. And just like every other position, or every other profession, okay? There's good truck drivers, and there's a handful of real shit drivers, okay? And there's good plumbers, there's bad plumbers. There's good mechanics, there's bad mechanics. There's good cops and there's bad cops. And this guy was one of those assholes, He just being a douche. And I says, he says, basically, why are you going so fast across my scale? I'm like, 5 mile an hour is fast? And he goes, "Yeah, you were going a lot faster than that." I'm like, "No, I was doing about 5 mile an hour, just like, I'm just crawling across the scale like I normally would, "No, you're going real damn fast. But anyway, before I had a chance to look, you was already half off the scale." Blah, 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 blah. And he's just being grumbly, just being a jackass. And I'm like, okay, the sign said to proceed, to proceed and go on, get on the highway, and then you changed it on me after I'm leaving the scale. He goes, "No, I didn't. You want me to go back and prove it to you?" I'm like, "No, I don't. You're just being a fucking argumentative driver, just like all of them. I was just, I'm used to it. I'm used to putting up with these argumentative drivers." I'm like, "I'm not being argumentative. I'm just telling you from my point of view, from my side of things, what happened. And you're being, I didn't." Okay. And I said, I can tell when you deal with somebody like that, when you deal with an asshole that has power over you at the moment, there's no sense arguing with them. You might as well just, sit back and let them do what they're going to do. So he starts looking around and checking paperwork and all this kind of stuff, and he gets all this stuff together, and he goes off in his truck, and he does his thing. He says, "I know it's hot out here. If you want to get back in your truck and get out of the heat." Okay. So I go back in the truck, fired the truck back up, let the air conditioner go, and I just sat there. It took him, it seemed like a long time. It's probably 10 minutes, but it seemed like a long time. And what he's doing, he's checking my driver's license and all that kind of stuff. And he can see on my driver's license, I have a perfect driving record right now. I haven't had a ticket in years. I haven't had a ticket. So anyway, he about 10 minutes later, he's pulled back here, and he pulls up beside the truck. Everything. Oh, okay. I get out and I walk over and pass the windows down, and he hands me my driver's license, and he hands me that paper right there. Okay. He hands me that paper. "All right, you're good. Get out of here." Oh, okay. Way things are going, I thought I was going to get a ticket. He goes, "No, you're good. Go. Didn't want to be talkative or nothing. He just, okay. And just a fucking jackass. I don't understand what is wrong with people to be like that, It just, anyway, that was my morning, or afternoon yesterday, for about 30 minutes of my day lost. So anyway, we are behind A Walmart! Actually, I'm behind this little strip mall off my left. Walmart is right there. I'm not actually on Walmart property. I guess I am probably about now. But I pulled behind, there's a Walmart, and then right beside it, this little strip mall. I pulled into this little strip mall and spent the night last night. Nice and quiet. No sooner than I pulled in. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have a problem right there, ain't I? I'll have to move this. Move that up. Maybe move it up to there. Now, how's the audio on that? They say when you get it up closer to your throat, like it has a worse sound. I don't know. Yeah, Walmart's been cracking down on on drivers parking at Walmart and camping overnight and stuff. You know, whether it's campers or it's truck drivers, they've been cracking down on people. Mainly because drivers throwing their pee bottles out on the parking lot, and they park out front, and they park right up by the front door almost. You know, driver, pull way over on the outside edge somewhere. You know, Walmart used to be one of those places where they enjoyed you pulling in, because if you pulled in, more than likely you might go in and buy something, and they enjoyed that. You know, they wanted your business. So drivers go out there and they throw their trash in the parking lot. They throw their pee bottles out in the parking lot. They park in the wrong spot. You know, park way over on the side somewhere. You know, you're in a big truck. You don't want to get it right up front. I mean, it's almost like they pull up there and park in the handicap spots or something. You know, I've seen drivers like, "Are you kidding me? Well, I'm too lazy to walk all that way." All right, whatever. But yeah, Walmart. Some Walmarts, not all of them, but some Walmarts have been, you know, cracking down on your on the parking there overnight. So, all right, let's turn you around and let's get a little bit better angle. There we go. Dairy Queen right there. Grill and chill. All right, let's see. Let's see how smart you are, folks. Let's see how smart you are. The title of this video, The Dark of the Moon. Where does that come from and why? I actually want to know more about the why rather than where it comes from. Dark of the Moon. Convoy. There you go, Steve. Yeah, you're partially right, but why? I want to know why. Not where it came from, but why. Okay. Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon on the 6th of June in Kenworth, hauling log. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and Jimmy hauling hog. Okay, on the 6th of June, right. Dark of the Moon on the 6th of June. But that comes from the well, yes, in a way, the Jackie Bear, yeah, but that's not where in popular culture. That's the scientific version. Day of the month, Alabama song. No, no, it's not the Alabama song. Dark of the Moon on the 6th of June, Kenworth hauling hog. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hog. Okay, that's from the C.W. McCall song Convoy. But why does he say it? That's what I want to know, is why does he put that line in the movie? What is significant about the 6th of June? 6th of June is your anniversary. That might be D-Day. There you go. I think you're the first one there. Guess who? Yeah, D-Day. Today is the anniversary of D-Day, 1944. June 6, 1944. It's when the Allies invaded Normandy. So when he put that in that song, it was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June. They were invading Normandy on June 6th because it was the a dark moon. There was no moon out. Okay, it was what do they call it? New moon. There's no moonlight, therefore it's darker. Therefore they're sneakier. They're out there on a ship and it's got a bright full moon or something. The Axis powers could be the Germans would be able to see the ships and stuff, make easier targets. So in the dark of the moon, there's no moon. They can sneak onto shore right before sunrise. They can sneak onto shore and maybe not take as many casualties. But anyways, the dark of the moon. That's why they wanted to go on the 5th of June, I think, and there was too much. The weather wasn't right, so they went on the 6th of June instead. So, so anyway, here you go. That's a little bit of history there, a little bit of. But anyway, that's when he wrote that song, "The Dark of the Moon" on the 6th of June. He was giving homage to the veterans from D-Day. But y'all didn't know that, did you? Huh? All right, so where are we at? We're on highway, obviously. Now we're on Highway 98, US 98, and we're almost to Mobile, Alabama. Okay. The town where I just stayed in, the Walmart, was Seamers. Summers or Seamers? Semmers, Alabama. Semmers. I'm going to go with Semmers. S-E-M-M-E-R-S. Semmers. But we're just outside of Mobile. Or no, not Semmers. There's no R. S-E-M-M-E-S. Sems. Sems, Alabama? Semis? I don't know. Why do these make towns so hard to pronounce their names? There's so many different ways to pronounce that. Seams, Sems, Semis. I don't know. But we're almost to Mobile. We're going to come up to Mobile, get on 65, go south, run that down to I-10, and run 10 across the bay. And that's the video for the day. Once we get across the bay, I'll probably cut the video off, okay? It should take about an hour to get from here to there. So we'll do maybe about an hour video today. It's one thing I love about the South. Like this tree off to the right, that oak tree, how they branch out over the roads and everything. Now, that's bad for hitting trailers, but it looks cool. You get those, I guess those are live oaks. But anyway, those big oak trees, and they branch out over the roads, And if you get them, some towns they plant them that way on purpose years and years ago. Well, they grow up and the trees actually make a tunnel, because they reach all the way across and meet the other trees on the other side of the road. And they got that moss hanging from the branches and stuff like that. Just that southern, that deep south look, And I guess they had a storm down here the other day. A little, I don't think it was really a hurricane. Was it a tropical storm? Come over and nudged on there, Florida, and then turned and went back out into the Atlantic. Oh, man. We're only about 2 or 3 more miles and we'll be to the interstate here. we've got maybe a little wreck up here. A wreck or a breakdown. Huh. Got the road blocked off here, opening it back up just now. Yeah, a little bit of a little small fender bender, it looks like. Sweeping it up right now. Oh, that's more than a fender bender. That's a good little bump. Airbags deployed. Yep, got a little bump there. Must be a UPS terminal around here somewhere. There's a bunch of UPS vans. I'm looking at the meter, and it looks like there's a lot of sound going through that meter. So I'm kind of wondering how the audio is to you guys. Is it better than the old audio? When I talk, can you hear me? I mean, when we were sitting still, it looked like the meter was doing real good. But now with all this cab noise, I'm kind of wondering, because that meter is not pegged out, but you know, full, I should say. Hello from Missouri. Audio is great. Okay, great. Good deal then. All right. I was worried about that. You know, if there's noise, the mics are going to pick it up, unless it's a noise canceling mic. You know, they're going to pick it up. Period. So, but the thing is, the mic is much closer to my mouth now, so you should be able to hear my voice a lot easier. So, sounds better. Okay, good deal. All right. All right. So here we are. This is what the new mic system, the wireless mic system. All right, and I'm going to unplug it. Right. All right, there. It's unplugged now. This is back to regular way it used to be. Just off the mics off the phone themselves. Okay, driving down the road with the mics on the mic on the phone is what we're listening to right now. Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. All right, then we're going to plug it back in. Okay. The audio should be coming from the wireless mic now. So, you like the wireless mic better? Then how much better is it? Is it a lot better or just marginally better? Okay, sounds like I'm in a can a little bit, but not too bad. But the background noise is cut. Okay, alright. Alright, here we are. We're getting ready to get on 65 South. You get to go through the tunnel today. We're going to go through a tunnel and we're going to drive across the bay. Mobile has a unique highway, what do you call it? Audio is 100%, or you like it? Okay, good deal. Mobile has a unique highway feature that most people don't, unless you've been down there, you don't know about it. What they do is, on I-10, Mobile is right there by the Mobile Bay, okay? And Mobile's there because of the bay, because of sailing ships and stuff, okay? It's a port. And, oh, light, stay green for me. Good long green here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Green light. There we go. But because of that bay, ships come and go. Well, the decision was made way back when. Whenever you have a port like that, and you have a bunch of big ships coming in, you got to build a highway bridge across that bay. The question is, how high do you need to build that bridge? Hold on, let me get up to speed here and I'll get right back with you. Alright, so you got this bay across here. Okay, here's this bay. Alright, and now you got to build a bridge up over the top so the ships can go underneath. Well, if you had to build a bridge back in 1928, ships were this big, you got to build a bridge that high. Well, as you know, as time goes on, ships keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So you build a bridge. Here's how high I got to steer my knee real quick. Here's the bridge, here's the ship, and here's the bridge in 1928, let's say. Okay, well now they need to, the ships are going to get bigger, so they need to build a bridge bigger. So in 1928, do you build a bridge this high, or do you build a bridge this high, or way the heck up here this big? It costs a lot of money, you know, to build the high, tall bridge. So the decision was made in Mobile, let's don't build a bridge, let's build a tunnel. They did the research and found out that the underneath the ground was stable enough to build a tunnel, and they tunneled underneath where the river part of it is, the deeper part where the ships want to go. So they dug a tunnel under there. So now you can get the bridge, the ships as big as you want, because there's no bridge there. They can just drive, go through all the time. So anyway, that's what they did. But when they come out, the bay is really wide. Well, they don't need a tunnel all the way underneath the whole bay. So they just went down underneath, came up, built a little island out there. After they go under the tunnel, or they go through the tunnel and pop back up where the ships are going, they come up and then they build a regular concrete bridge the rest of the way across the bay. So that's pretty neat, you know. So I don't know if there was a natural island out there or they had to build an island. I'm not quite sure. I can look at it real quick. Now, there was a natural island out there. So anyway, they burrowed underneath the river portion of it and came out on the other side of that river. But as soon as you come out of that, then it turns into like a big open, shallow bay all the way across for many miles. I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 miles, something like that, all the way across that bay. Okay, so it's been a regular concrete bridge. So it's weird. You're driving along, going along on I-10, going eastbound. And there's stuff all over the highway out here. Somebody hit some wood or something. So you're driving along, and all of a sudden you just drop off down through a tunnel. You go through this pretty cool tunnel. It goes down, 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 and then right at the very bottom, you can tell where it turns, comes right back up. And you come right back up the other side, and you pop out. So anyway, you pop out the other side, and you're on a little island, but not for very long, and then all of a sudden there's this huge, long bridge. So it's pretty neat. So let me turn you around so you can enjoy. Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Chesapeake Bay Tunnel Bridge is kind of the same way, sort of. They went out there with a bridge, and after they got out there a ways, they built 2 islands and dug a tunnel in between the 2 islands. And it just always amazed me the engineering and the planning that had to go into that. You know, you go out there and dig a big old tunnel, and you come up in the wrong spot, and the water comes pouring in. You're like, oops, we kind of goofed there, didn't we? So, all right, we're gonna get in the left lanes because we'll have 2 lanes for Florida. So. And we'll be around over that tunnel here in about 10 minutes or so, probably. I'm going to guess. We're not very far from it. And then we go all the way across the bay and check all that out. And as we, another thing is, as you pop out of that tunnel and you get onto that bridge going across the bay, I look to the right, and that's the battleship, the USS Alabama, and that's pretty cool. If you've never been to that, that's a vacation destination there. That's worth stopping. Well, I don't know if you drive all the way across country to see it, but if you're on your way from the Midwest, driving down to Florida to go to, I don't know, Disneyland or something, it'd be neat to stop there at the end of the USS Alabama. It's an all-day tour. You know, you can spend all day walking around in that thing. I mean, you can spend 10 minutes if you want, but I mean, to check the whole thing. I went in there and spent a whole day walking around in that thing. Of course, you read all the plaques and that kind of stuff. It takes a while. You just want to walk through it real quick, maybe an hour. You stop and read all the plaques and really study the place. There's lots of information to soak in there. And they used to have a submarine and some airplanes on display there too. I don't remember what the airplanes were. But and the submarine, I think, was a German submarine, if I remember right. A World War II German sub. I think. I don't remember exactly. So as we get up very close to that tunnel, let's see what mile marker that is. 26, so about 4 more miles. Yeah, a little bit more than that. Where are we at? Seems like whenever I want a mile marker, there's never a mile marker anywhere to be found. Okay, we're at exit 22, and yeah, about 4 miles. About 4 miles anyway. When we get closer up there, off to the right, you start seeing a whole bunch of shipyard kind of stuff, and they unload container ships there and stuff. But they do a lot of shipbuilding around here. They do a lot of shipbuilding for the oil industry, and offshore oil rigs and shit like that. They do a lot of that type of stuff around here, I think. So. Alright, off to the right, you can start seeing some container cranes, you know, cranes that unload container ships and stuff. So they got a little of that going on over here. And on the left, you can see the tall buildings over there. That's the downtown Mobile area. We're going to get a better view of that. Oh, there you go. We got one of the cruise ships is in right now, pretty much straight ahead. If you look straight ahead, right now, see that big wing-looking thing? That's the exhaust for the I don't know, Carnival Cruise Lines, maybe, I don't know, one of the cruise lines. Anyway, there's your downtown area. And off to the right, you have all this shipbuilding, and you know, and almost all that area over there relates toward marine activity. You know, we're getting ready to go through the tunnel. Whoa, Mr. Truck Driver, look at you go. There we are. Here we are. This is downtown Mobile, downtown LA, downtown Lower Alabama. Yeah, it was Mobile, Alabama, and we're getting ready to go into the tunnel here. Yeah, that's Carnival Ecstasy is the name of that ship. The Carnival Ecstasy is in Mobile dock right now. Probably getting ready to load a whole bunch of people going down to the Caribbean. So anyway, here we are. Let's roll the windows down. We're at the bottom. We're at the bottom right now. All right. Now, if you got off, roll the windows back up. If you got off right there where that container did, that'll take you down over where the SS Alabama is, the battleship. All right, so we're staying on the interstate right here. And right up to the right. It's behind some trees. You can't see it right at the moment. There it is. Well, shoot, it's off the screen. I'm gonna have to just pull this off and show you. Right there's the Alabama, right there. See the superstructure? Right in the center of the screen, the superstructure. As we get up here a little closer, you know, pay attention where am I going. But there it is. There's the Alabama right there. Oh, they got a new hangar. They got a B-52 bomber in there. Wow. Check that all out. You're getting fancy. Yeah, they got a B-52 bomber. They got a hangar. They got a couple other airplanes in there. They got helicopters. They got, oh, they pulled the submarine out of the ground, out of the water, and it's up above. It's in the parking lot now. Cool. I gotta go check that place out again. It's been some. It was probably 30 years ago when I went there. Click you back in. So here we're getting ready to go across the bay. As you can see, this is big long bridges. You get across this bay, you're in a car, you probably can't really see it that much because you sit lower, but in a truck you sit so much higher. I can look off and actually there's one right there. Ah! You see alligators. You see alligators down there in the bayou, the swamp or the bay or whatever. They're usually down around, you know, marshy areas. I just saw one. It's about 4 foot long, a little bitty one. There's some RV parking right over there. Make sure your dogs don't get out. dogs get out and they get ate by an alligator. But you can take this exit right here. You can take this exit right here, and it'll take you down on that lower road. And that's the old highway that come across there. And you can turn right, and that'll take you back to the battleship, or you can turn left, and it'll take you back over into on the other side of the bay. It's still Alabama, but that's down at the ocean level. We're up high. We're 30, 40 feet above the ground, or above the water right here. There's a fisherman down there doing something, kind of probably doing crabs or something. That's it. That's the Gulf of Mexico off to the right over there. Nope, there's another alligator right there. Nope, no, I tell you, that was a log. Never mind. Thought I saw an alligator, but it was a log. Yeah, like I said, coming across here in a car, you probably won't see them very much because the guardrails. But see, a semi, you sit so much higher, you can see down closer to the, on the water, closer to you. But you see all kinds of stuff like pelicans and stuff like that all over the place around there too. But yeah, you don't see this kind of stuff very often in Nebraska. It just isn't the kind of, it's not the kind of thing you see in Nebraska, is it? So yeah, it's the people that don't live here, people that live in Colorado or Iowa, places like that, you just don't see this. This is, interesting. Now, if you live down here in this area, you see this pretty regular. It's like, what's the big deal? But then again, you live here in Florida, and you go to Colorado, wow, look at these beautiful mountains. And people that live there go, yeah, they've been there for a long time. What about them? It's what you're around all the time. It just seems normal. But that's one of the things about driving a truck. You're constantly going different places like this. You're constantly going different areas, seeing different things. So that's the neat thing about trucking. The bad thing about trucking is you go into Louisiana and the DOT cop pulls you into the scale because you drove too fast across his scale. And it worked out okay, but I don't get the whole idea, the whole point of him throwing a damn fit and being a jackass like that. I didn't understand that. So. Well, see no more alligators. Been looking. I haven't seen no more. There's a big heron down there. That water is only about a foot deep in a lot of these areas. That heron's out there standing on the, legs are about a foot long. There's another one over there. But we're almost the other side over here, which is still Alabama. We're not in Florida yet. We got, I don't know how many more miles, probably another 20, 25 more miles before we get to Florida. So, well, like I said, we're at 53 minutes now. I thought it'd be about an hour long video today. So we'll get up here somewhere, shut her down, and we'll get up here to Loxley maybe. We'll get up to Loxley and I'll show you where there's a Love's, I think it is. There's a Love's truck stop, and you get off that highway. You go straight south on Highway 31. It'll take you down to what's the name of that? Gulf Shores, Alabama. And that's kind of neat going down there. I got laid over down here many years ago. I got laid over and had nothing to do, so well, let's take the truck. I drove down here to Gulf Shores and went down there and kind of snooped around a little bit, and got out, walked along the beach a little bit. At that time, they were rebuilding the beach. They were doing all that what do they call that, dredging. They were dredging all the sand out in deeper waters, and they were dredging all that sand and pumping it all back up and rebuilding the beach. And I don't know if that was probably a couple of years after Katrina, maybe, something like that. I don't remember exactly when that was. Now you see what we got here? We got a highway, we got trees on the right, we got trees on the left. That's what you see a lot of all the way across this panhandle of Florida. It's just like a hallway of trees. I mean, there's areas you can spot and see different neat things, but it just seems like there's a whole lot of this. What you're looking at right now, you see a whole lot of that in Florida. Just, open trees. A forest or whatever, and a highway cut down through it. And right here's the town of Spanish Fort, Alabama. And here we go, right back into a hallway of trees again. And don't get me wrong, it's pretty and everything. It's the same thing for miles and miles and miles. It breaks open every now and again and closes back in, and breaks open and closes back in. Now you get down, farther down in Florida, you don't see this quite so much. But northern Florida and Georgia and places like that, there's a whole lot of this big forest. And when they cut a highway through there, it's like a hallway of trees. Alright, so I think I'm going to go back after I get off this video. I'm going to go back and rename this video Mobile, Alabama, so people know where it's at. I wanted to name it the Dark of the Moon, so throw that little trivia out there about the Dark of the Moon, 6th of June. So I'm going to probably go back and rename it Mobile, Alabama, so people see it and go, what? Oh, this is Mobile, Alabama, and they can watch it because that's more of what it's about than anything else. So anyway, so I think this is about it. We're getting close up here to Loxley, Highway 31. Is it Highway 30? Yeah. No, it's State Road 59. But anyway, you think you got to go straight down to Gulf Shores. We're not going that way, so you look on the map, you see what I'm talking about. But we'll be going through Pensacola, Florida here in a little while, and then what's next? Tallahassee, I guess, eventually. So, yeah, Tallahassee. And then, what's that town there? Lake City. We're going to get on 75 south. I'm going to take 75 south down to Wildwood. We'll get down to Wildwood. I'm going to take the toll road down through Florida. Take the toll road down through there, and what do you call it? Go down to Melbourne. When I get to Melbourne, deliver this trailer tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow we're going to leave Melbourne and go down to oh shoot, I forget the name of the town. Pompano Beach, I think. We're going to go down there tomorrow and pick up a trailer going to Phoenix, going back out there, back out to Arizona. So we got a week or so lined up. A week's worth of work, I guess. So, but then I don't know. We'll have to decide, when they need me in Phoenix. Depending on when they need me in Phoenix, whether I just run across I-10 the whole way, go down through Houston and San Antonio, or do I head back up and go through, 20, go to Dallas and take a day or two off at home. It all depends on when they need this thing delivered. So, we shall find out then. So here's Loxley, one more mile. We'll get it right up to exit 44 in Alabama. And that's where I'm going to cut her off, okay? So, great day. We'll see you in about 7 hours or so, something like that. And we'll go from there. And what else? That's about it, I guess. Oh, there we go. I'm getting yawny. Time for me to go back to sleep. So, but anyway, here we're going by exit 44 in Loxley, Alabama. And if you get off here and go south, that'll take you down to Gulf Shores. And it's a neat little town, It's on the ocean. You got beach, lots of beach area. So that's it. That's about all I got for today. So we shall see you mañana. All right. We'll see you tomorrow, unless something exciting happens this afternoon. I go, oh boy, I got to show you this. Other than that, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all take care. Be good. Bye bye.